Once again, it's your favorite photography teacher, Mr. Nurburn. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use layers in Photoshop. We start by opening up Adobe Photoshop. From there, you go up here and hit New File. From here, you can pick your preset canvas size, or you can type in your own. For this assignment, I want an 11-inch wide canvas that is 8.5 inches high. Remember to make sure you have inches, not pixels, selected. Our resolution is 300 pixels per inch, as always. Our background contents are white. We can change this later, but for now, white is fine. I hit Create, and my canvas is here. I can drag images onto this canvas, stack them, and rearrange them in whatever combination I like. In the lower right-hand corner, I can see my layers. Right here, I only have one. It is my background layer, and it is currently locked because there's a tiny little lock right next to it. There's a few ways of getting images into a Photoshop canvas. Here's one way. I go to File, Open, and I pick the image that I want to open. Now Boots is open in Photoshop in a separate file. You can tell it's just like Firefox or some web browser. Your files are independent and you can navigate through them on these different tabs. If I want to copy Boots, I can go to Select All, and then I go to Edit, Copy. Now Boots is copied onto my clipboard. I can go back to my original canvas. I can go to Edit, Paste. Just say OK. Boom. And I have Boots. Now Boots is quite big here. You can tell she extends beyond the edges of my canvas. There's an easy way to change the size of any image inside your Photoshop canvas, and that is through the Transform tool. If you go to Edit, Transform, there's all these different options. I typically encourage people to just use Free Transform. From there, you can grab and move your image around as much as you want. Let's say I like the size of Boots right here, maybe a little bigger. I just hit the Return key on my keyboard, and the transformation is applied. If you're ever having any trouble with transforming a specific image on a canvas, just make sure that you have that layer selected. Now, there's another way of getting images into your canvas. You can just grab them and drag them right in. Whoops, come on, there we go. If I let go, you'll see this image appear. It automatically allows me to grab it and change its size. And just like with Free Transform, when I hit Return, the transformation is applied. Now you can see I have more layers appearing now down here. Let's make that a little bigger. There we go. From here, I can select certain layers and grab them and move them around. Let's say I have all of my images in my canvas. I've got them arranged in a way that I like. I think it looks good. The last thing I want you to know about are adjustment layers. Down here in the layer window, there's a little icon that looks like a circle that's half white and half black. If you select it, you'll see all these different filters. These are filters that are created as a layer in your canvas. So let's do brightness and contrast. Now it appears as a layer and I can make my adjustments up here. An adjustment layer affects everything underneath it. So if I were to drag this underneath layers, you will see it only affects the ones that it is above. Okay, let's get this actually looking good. I think that looks pretty good, right about there. Let's say I'm done with my image and I'm ready to export it. I encourage you to do it this way. Go to File, Save a Copy. From here, you can pick the location that you're saving it at and the format. I always want you to save your files as a JPEG. Once it's saved as a JPEG, you can no longer adjust the layers. If you want to go back and make changes to your layers later, you will also want to save this as a Photoshop or .psd file. But to upload it, you can save it as a JPEG. And I'll give it a name, Boots Joiner 2, because this is the second one that I've made. And I hit save. From here, you can pick your image options. I say usually 7 is good enough for printing. I hit OK, and my file is saved. If I want to come back and access my layers later, I will also need to save this as a separate Photoshop file. I can do Save a Copy, Photoshop, and I'll name it Boots Joiner 2. I will know the difference because the file extension will be .psd, not .jpg. And then I'm done. I can quit. And right here, I have bootsjoiner2.jpg and bootsjoiner2.psd. Notice, of course, the file size. The Photoshop file is 209 megabytes. The JPEG is 659 kilobytes. Anyways, that's how you do it. Good luck.